Joe Morgan, 2063 Ren. I remember a couple of years ago when the mileage policy was expanded to include all manner of city events, and you could go here and you can go there. It seemed like at that point these reports kind of ballooned. Now, I mean, this doesn't really concern three of you because I never see mileage reports from Mr. Scott, Mr. Haley, or Ms. Spiegel. I mean, it's got to the point of insulting, really. I mean, it just as a resident, and then hearing all the belly aching about it. They're trying to cut the senior center hours on Saturday to save $55 a day. Trying to boot on the busiest day by hour of the senior center for $55. So, one of these reports, one of the little really like just trivial and insulting mileage reports, that would pay for a couple Saturdays for the senior center. $55 a day. I mean, I don't know how many. We have to break this all down into senior center days. How many senior center days would your trip go? Handle. I mean, I've got 1 mile. There's 1 mile reimbursement from Mr. Montanez. I don't really want to, bring up his thing when he's not here, but he's not here. So, this is the time to do it. So, we've got stuff for 1 mile, 2 miles. It's insulting. I could tell you, I've got friends that do things for this city and around this city that spend as much time, I swear they spend as much time as some of you do, doing research and going to meetings and working on things. It's completely uncompensated. They're doing it because they love the city. They're not doing it because of compensation. I've got, who gets paid to drive to work? I'm almost positive that's against the law. You can't charge to drive to work. You can charge for expenses incurred during your work. I'm sure you'll probably correct me that city code says it's okay, but I think the IRS says it's not okay, at least for most people's jobs. So, I mean, it's besides the fact that it's just because you shan't. I think you charged to go to the evacuation shelter last month. Mr. Montanez charged to go to a funeral. I mean, I saw him charged before for to go to the Historic Preservation Society thing. Do you guys do anything just because you want to do it? I mean, is everything on the clock? I mean, have a little bit have some conscience. Think about how it feels to us when we hear everybody bellyache and we don't have any money, and then you're banging on the city to reimburse you for driving 2.7 miles. You want to go to Cars and Coffee. You got to get paid to go to Cars and Coffee. Get a life, man.